Can't you see it in my face? A demon living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. You can't escape. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Break it to the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away. Burn away.
Hey, Meowers, what's up? Hi. Alright, I'm good. How's it going? What's up with me? Not much. Just been making maps for D&D and doing nerd stuff as always. Nothing much. I'm a pretty boring person for the most part, I think. But I'll tell you if something changes, I guess. Game. No. Oh, I did find my fascination with grape soda. I'm not boring. Thank you. I like the fact I turned off music, but there's still music. You like my title? Oh, I'm dumb. Thought it was a loading screen. Never mind. There we go. Oh no.
Holmes.
What? Give me a sec. I turned off the music, didn't I? Is that not music? Whatever. Come for me, DMCA. What?
Holmes, will you stop that?
What's happening?
You are utterly mad.
How many bullets does that have? That gun only has 6 bullets, but he has infinite.
Stop, Holmes.
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded.
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate. Ah, Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. Gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
Wow.
You're out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now.
Dude,
Do please tell
this
us
guy'd be
more
me if I didn't
about
play video games.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The merry men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
I should help Mrs. Hudson here.
Oh no, you're writing in
several appointments that I must
hours.
keep
You
this
should know
afternoon.
by now. I can't read
I
things
shall
if
go
you
alone, then.
don't write it all in lowercase or like properly, because I'm freaking like dyslexic. Give me a second. Oh, is that a place? Yes. Investigate the murder of Peter Corey. Inspect the crime scene at Woodland Lee's. Yes. I agree with all of that. It's a town. Gotcha. I was paying attention to the story. Evidence. Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter. Born in 1845, 50 years old man, achieved great success while hunting. Okay. Alright, I got this. Damn. Nice.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
She was a looker.
This is where I keep my post.
Oh, what a mess! What a terrible mess!
A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be useful.
Okay. You.
You go along to Peter Carey's house. Mrs. Hudson and I will take care of the mess you've made here.
Oh, book.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
What's in Watson's room? Yep, this is a room. That's where I'm at.
I cannot leave yet. I am not finished here.
What am I forgetting to do? Investigate the murder. Yeah. Why am I not done yet? Am I not done shooting the vases? Should I look through here again? Yeah. Nope. Oh man, one of these games where I have to use my brain.
My analysis table.
Yes.
It is useful for my work.
What, am I supposed to like change my clothes? Use big brain. Big brain. Ooh, I get to pick a hat? I see. Alright, I have to unlock facial hair like in real life. Gotcha, gotcha. B, wardrobe. I'm assuming they want me to wear clothes. That would make sense. Yeah, you gotta level up for that facial hair. I'm not quite there yet in real life. A casual? Ah, yes. I'll wear the gray one, even though that doesn't look gray to me. There you go. Beautiful. Did I figure it out? It's like, I can't leave in my pajamas, but I'll shoot up my house. I think that was that all they wanted me to do? I like his... I don't think any of his facial hair is real. His little fake mustaches. There you go. Now, all I had to do is put on clothes. Gotcha. Okay. Shaky cam.
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
Stone pathway. Yes, I see. Footprints. Yes, let's examine. Looks like, let's say, size 11.5.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
See that right there? Big man. Can I examine more stuff? Hi.
Mr. Holmes?
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Yes. I just did
These
this.
footprints
Can I talk? Can I like ruin it by stepping on it? Yes. Detective vision. Yes. Wait, how did I go in first person? Oh, okay, there we go.
Mr. Holmes?
There you go.
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
I shot up my house.
Detective. No doubt you've heard of him.
I'm a genius.
I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
I shot my house up with six bullets, even though I shot 12.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Usually... Is there a gardener?
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true. There is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Anything unusual that night?
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Even before the murder?
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Alcohol the problem. Make it illegal. That's the solution right there.
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... oh dear.
Alright. Big man feet, nice garden, drunk man? That's my evidence.
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
Ooh, going in for a kiss, baby. Oh, she's been crying. I see. Yes. What am I searching for? Oh, yes. I see. Pigment. Like that. Very nice. Yes. Yes, you're a Christian, so... Yes. Book. Wait, did I miss something in her eyes? Because I feel like I'm slightly slow. No. Alright. She's a Christian lady who reads and has gardening gloves. She's a gardener. And she has a birdhouse, dear God.
Thank you, madam.
That monster. How do I go in special boy vision again? Yes. I don't know what this button does. T? Yeah, it was T, okay. I knew it was around there. Oh, yes. It's all coming together. gardening and drinking. Perfect sense.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything.
Perfect.
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
That monster. Just... Oh my god. Someone took a butter knife to the door. Ah, door. Lock. Yes. Scratches? Mm-hmm.
These scratches are fresh.
My god.
You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Our mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
I enjoy how only two parts of their face moves at a time. Open door. Oh no! It's
What
like
a terrible way to die.
It's like we already knew he was dead though. Oh yes. Ooh, a hat. Can I wear it? I can take his shoes. Give me those shoes.
Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8.
Is that big in England?
Old navigation instruments. Nothing interesting.
Yes.
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain. The ship's logs of the Sea...
Shut up. Okay. That's a table. Ah.
Someone drank from this glass recently.
Ah, yes. Oh, yes. Let me... Oh, yes. This...
The initials PC have been crudely burned.
Yes.
A sailor's work.
The famous PCs of Peanut Central. Yes, exactly.
This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
Is he on drugs? It's a boat. The hell? Oh my god. How the heck? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. No! No! Can I move this? What else can I move? What the? No! These are the worst. I can already tell it's a freaking boat. Come on now. Oh, I think it might be a boat. How the heck do I fix this mess up here? Alright. What? I got this though. It's a boat! I'll skip it. No. It's a boat. Wait. What was that? Turn it the other way? Oh, I'm just dumb. Perfect. Ah, yes. Okay. Just move that and just get out of my way so I can like line it up like correctly. How freaking straight on do they want me to get it? My god. Come on now. Tell from the beginning it was a boat. Come on. It's so dumb. Oh! Oh! I did it! Ah! That was terrible.
Rum, a sailor's drink. It seemed that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death.
A map.
Dundee. Hammerfest.
Yeah.
It's a whaling map.
Oh. A shelf.
The tooth of a sperm whale, probably from one of Peter Carey's catches.
Shelf. Suspicious empty place. Outline from the dust.
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps. The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
Wait a minute, there's a dead man in here. Alright,
The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
Suicide.
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook. These abbreviations mean something, but what? This wooden handle is plain and solid. This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed.
This is a harpoon.
Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon. Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer. The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense. This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong.
Okay. Big man got killed by bigger man. Alright. I got shoes. Peter Corey's boots. They appear to be size 8. Missing anything? Batman vision, go. No. Can I see if his boots fit the thing? Oh my god.
These boots don't match the footprints.
Big man got killed by bigger man? Oh, yes. Seems so.
Have you finished inspecting the crime scene?
I like be like, hey, what's over here? No?
Mr. Holmes?
B. What's B? Find a pair of related clues that will wait. Break-in attempt into the wall notebook. Wait, how's the notebook and pinned to the wall? What?
Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
What? I think I'm too dumb to figure this stuff out. It's like, yep. Man's dead. Problem solved. I don't freaking know. And there was a box, yes. I look in here. Maybe.
Mr. Holmes?
It was this book. Come here. Was Peter a smoker?
Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be, but he hadn't smoked in a very long time.
Okay. Peter's private papers?
Your husband's private papers. Do you know where they are?
There was a small tin box, barely larger than a book. He kept his papers there. It should be somewhere in his cabin.
Everything will become easier.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes. Life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
How do you know about Plymouth? Pilgrimage? Tobacco pouch, well-kept garden. You're from there because you had a well-kept garden. And it's obvious. Yeah.
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes.
Ooh. Updated.
Thank you, madam.
Wow. I am just big brain right now, baby. He looks such like a weenie when he runs around. Look at him. You.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky
And why is that?
because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oh, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well,
yes.
gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
Was that it? We're just gonna kill a guy. Nice. Should I just sleep in his bed?
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 18...
I think I know where that's at. Ah! This way. The T-Vision, go! Wouldn't that be the book she has? I feel like she's been in there. What am I doing?
Mr. Holmes?
Hello.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
No. Not exciting email.
We need to find a good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's cabin, near the window. Mr. Holmes?
Over here? Ah, yes.
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
My God. I figured it out. It just took me like 30 minutes.
Shh. Did you hear that?
Oh, yes.
There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there.
Here I come. You stop that.
All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here, waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't...
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't...
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't. I'm not... It's a terrible mistake.
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But...
In light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector.
Can't get
But
one of your
please
shoes?
Don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
Can I have your shoe? Alright, hit Peter Carey's boot. So that wasn't his boot. He tried to protect himself. Logs. Oh, could he have possibly been here to get the book so he wouldn't get in trouble? Because he dropped it. Maybe. I don't No, it couldn't. It could possibly just not be him. Ah, yes.
These are the suspect's belongings. From R. Dawson. To my friend and partner, 1883. Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
Let me take that real quick.
A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin. A handkerchief with the initials J.H.N. The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor. These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Huh. What was that? Something happened. Alright. I'm piecing something together. It's probably not what I have to piece together, though. Alright. They give me no direction. They're like, go that way.
Locked.
Damn. Okay. Golden ring, boy. Okay. Wearing a hat. Huh. Yes. An innocent man would never wear a hat. Oh. A thin neck. So he's weak, so thin neck means he can't push a guy against the wall and kill him? Short sleeves. Calluses. Scars. Penis. Yes. It all makes sense. Oh, yes. A button, yes. Yes. Oh. Expensive fabric. Oh, yes. A patch, you bastard. Notebook.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know. I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no, I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan.
Ah, yes. The sea knife.
The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
Sounds very, very likely.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
The ring's engraving.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner. So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
The well-kept garden. Select the correct answer.
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
It's like who's the ring? So there was a nice garden, yes? Come on.
So, Mr. Nelligan,
The ring is mine.
Profile of the victim. What? He has ugly hands. He can't wear a ring.
so,
The ring is mine.
Oh my god. Father's jacket.
no, Mr. Nelligan.
Oh.
I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man.
Yeah, you
Mr.
bum.
Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment
Can't
is
even
ill-fitting.
afford a
It is
tier
quite
3
clear it
sub.
belonged
What's
to
wrong with
someone
you?
else. Most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please let me go. I'm innocent.
No, you're not. I don't know what that means. Receiving a notebook to break in tips. Oh. Yeah. Pinned to the wall. He's a non-smoker. Missing tin box. Swift action. Clues. Break-in attempt. Non-smoker. Missing box. Non-smoker. No gardener. Okay. No gardener. Yep.
I need to stage a reconstruction. I'm sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
Who is it? Oh, yes. I know exactly what's going on.
Locked.
Can I fill in the gaps now?
These are the suspect's belongings. These abbreviations mean something. But what? A handkerchief.
Alright, I don't have evidence for that, but I pocketed the expensive ring for some reason. Do I, like, leave now? Baker Street. Isn't that where I live? Heavy gold ring with an inscription from R. Dodson to my friend and partner. Okay. You help me.
A spot of whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No. But we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible. But if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man, morphologically, I mean?
A dog.
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
Thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
So I'm just gonna stab up a pig? Dope. Oh, dude, it's a dog.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
She's still there? Yeah. Alright, next. Now that I'm chubbed up, I'm ready to go. Woo!
I need to take a harpoon with me.
Oh, if I didn't put this on an SSD, I feel like loading screens would take forever. I feel like that's a big portion of the game, baby.
That should do it. Now I am ready for the experiment.
Bye. I stole from you again. I'm the hero. To the butcher.
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous.
Oh,
I am not well practiced in this exercise. Yet.
Oh, you're seeing how much force it takes to
Holmes,
penetrate
you should
it.
aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable test.
Oh, damn it.
Holmes, you should try to aim better and throw as high. The harpoon.
Oh no. I did it.
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to pay for all these carcasses you've happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.
Can I like look at anything or take anything out here and be like, that's mine? No? Okay. I guess I'll go here and be like, what am I gonna be like? Want to arm wrestle? I want to see how strong you are. I don't know. That's diabolical. You.
What am I doing here?
These are the suspect's belongings. These abbreviate.
Oh my god. Puzzles are hard. Okay. So I guess I would go back here then. That's the only reasonable explanation, yes? Only place I could go, because I highly doubt it would lead back to... Unless I have to go back... Would he go back to the house, Watson, just because he paid? I don't know.
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
Huh.
The ship's...
Okay.
These footprints appear to be...
What do I go like back home and like, job well done? Maybe. You, do I talk to you again?
Good gracious, you caught someone. At least now you have a suspect.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
$83.
That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need.
Bankrupt. The Dawson Investment Fund, a regional banking institution based in Cornwall, has bankruptcy as a result of heavy losses in its loan portfolio and has currently been assigned for liquidation. It was the 23rd largest bank in Britain, and its bankruptcy was the second largest on record. Liquidation of the company has appeared for
Here it is. Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
So now I go back and question them about history. It's like, you remember 1993? Or 1893? Like, oh my god, what's wrong with you? This game's a lot of running back and forth.
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes, Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress.
Okay.
Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance. These are the suspects, but these are brief.
Maybe it's to the bank? Maybe? Then there was like hidden money somewhere? Okay. I'm assuming it's not him. Probably not even supposed to be here, am I? My God, come on. You.
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
Yeah. You had like 3 days to get over it. Come on, come down. Okay, would I go back home and do, I don't know, something? I feel like, huh.
Good gracious, you caught someone.
My analysis table. It is useful. My archive. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. My archive. I can always consult. My archive.
Can I change my hair yet? Weird. Okay. So I guess, like, I had to press B in there so I get another dialogue option. So obviously he's not strong enough. But he does know how to gut a fish. He's been gutting fish, so maybe?
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
Jesus Christ, where do I go? Help! You!
At your service, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Holmes? Mr.
Okay, B. Logically, it had to be a stronger guy, yes? Can I, like, open this door?
Locked.
Can I talk to him now?
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
Where do I go? Ah.
These are the suspects. These are brief.
Okay. It's the woman across the street. She did it. Probably who did it. Telling you now.
This is where I keep my post. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be.
Good gracious.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work. My archive.
I really don't see what else I can do here. Do I go in the basement now? I don't know. Maybe? I don't even know.
Locked.
I like go in here and be like, hey, let me just stare at you some more or something.
What am I doing here?
What am I doing wrong? B. Am I missing a clue? My clues. Gardener? No. Help me. Oh, it was a lucky throw? Is that what it's telling me? So it's lucky.
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
I don't freaking know.
Locked.
Is it... Do I just have... Come on now. Man, this... Like, I'm confused. So it looks like it's a lucky throw. So... if I go here...
These are brief.
There's abbreviations for something. And I talked to none of these guys because they're just kind of here to stand there. And the only other place I can go is the yard. And there's nothing else in this place. My house or back to Leighton. Right? Like, that's the only thing I can see that I'm missing, yeah? Ship logs for the year 1883 might put some light on the conversation between it.
My archive. I can always consult with it. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. My analysis table. It is useful for my work. Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire. A map of London and the surrounding.
Good gracious, you caught someone.
Where am I supposed to go? It's obviously not here unless they want me to just like go to Watson's room and wait for him for nighttime get together. Let's change outfits. I can still do that, I think. Sure, why not? I look great. Okay, Yeah, there's like nowhere else for me to go besides here. Because I see nowhere else I can go, and I looked at legitimately everything, unless I'm just dumb. I'm probably just missing a very vital component of the game.
This place is not covered with dust, like an object was taken. "1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
Okay.
This, log notes for July. Log notes for June. Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR. A torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently.
Okay, wait. Do I talk to her now? Because I'm pretty sure it was on the thing that he was smoking, yes?
Who could do such a thing?
I don't freaking know. Time to run here again. Woo! Piece of cock chocolate. Ew.
What am I doing here?
I don't
I've
even
done
know.
nothing wrong.
I don't know what you're doing here either, man. Oh, logbook. Didn't that have...
These are the suspect's belongings.
Oh my
Wonder if
god!
these are connected.
Woo! I did it!
No. 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 No.
No.
That's not it. Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
I did it. B. Now I'll go talk to him and be like, hey, bub.
Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
Bond certificate?
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the missing securities had reappeared on the London market. You can imagine my amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey. These papers, they belonged to my family, but I could not find them there.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Investigate the murder. Okay. Wiggins might help find the crew. Okay. Where is Wiggins? You Wiggy Wigs?
Mr. Holmes?
That's...
Locked.
Damn.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Where you at?
Mr. Holmes?
Dear God. Maybe he's here. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they are still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Huh? Can I switch my outfit now? Just be like, ooh, you said something about it. Okay.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the...
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
Boy.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
Okay.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Ooh.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Leap noticed a suspicious individual prowling around.
Why is it so noisy? There's like 5 people in
Do
here.
you have him here?
Yes. He refuses to speak with us.
What's up with all the platery?
Let us hope so.
Ah, yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
My God. Oh? Oh. Shapes of noses. Okay.
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes? Do you have any idea who the murderer is yet?
Nope. It was you. You're the murderer.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Oh, cool.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely. And considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see.
Oh, yes, he has a point. Oh, and that's his nose type. Old scar. Gardener hands. Also, you're the gardener. Plant remains. Frickin' handkerchief. Damn. Figures.
That's all for now.
What am I doing here? I've done nothing.
I'm not saying another word.
Get in there.
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes?
Not in there. In here?
These are the suspect's belongings.
The boots?
Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5. The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals. A pen. Nothing unusual about it.
Alright, I know immediately where to go, so let's go. To confirm that it's him, I have to travel once again and grab another piece of candy.
These boots match the footprints exactly.
My God. I also grabbed... Would it be in here? Huh. Oh, I can talk to her. Dope.
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
Thank you, madam.
Can't think. Might as well come to my house and do more research. Woo! Research! Piece of candy! Woo!
My archive. My archive. My archive. I can always consult. I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction. First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
What?
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless...
Sorry, I'm getting text. I have to freaking hear that again.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Okay.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added.
Shoot if I knew.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
Okay. How do you not unlock your own damn door?
Done. Now I can proceed further.
Okay. Buddy, be quiet. You're annoying.
Let us see if the content of this letter sheds a little light upon the mystery. I did as you asked and hid them well. Interesting. How would Hurtley react to this?
Okay. Okay. I don't know who it was. I don't know. Okay.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
I'm back. Again.
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
That one?
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one, but it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley.
Okay.
Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
Hercules' boots matched.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
Presence at... Okay.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Gardener?
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
What am I doing here?
I don't think it's him. I really don't think that's him. I think he accidentally killed him. They just so happen to be at the same place. Right? I don't know. Is this his tool? Shovel? Okay. Okay, it's probably this shed up here.
Locked.
Can I get the key?
Madam, we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Okay.
Thank you, madam.
Oh, thank you. I will go open it now.
Let's see what could be hidden here.
Oh, look, there's the box. Oh. Ill-fitting plank. Small wooden box. Da da da.
Let us see what is in this box.
Oh my god, come on now. Huh. Oh. Hell? Oh, I figured it out. On accident. Dope.
A bundle of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
Could have been caught stealing the bond securities. This might have been motive for him to murder Peter Corey. Was looking for his father's paper inside. Cameron explains his presence as seen in the murder. Feat of strength. I feel like it's not okay. Can I talk to her again? Okay.
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, What are you talking about?
Hercules' letter. Never mind, that's not it.
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
What are you talking about?
Romantic, yeah.
Mrs. Carey, we found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
What?
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what he has done.
You believe that he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Yeah. Take
Thank
that.
you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
What? Oh. Presence at Mill explains why his fiction. Okay. So now he wants to see if they got extra evidence, so let's go there.
Mr. Holmes.
Well done.
What? Why'd I skip that?
This is interesting. This is interesting. Let us review the other sailors now. This man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC, the same initials that were found on the tobacco pouch.
Okay.
Wiggins, could you gather some information on one of the sailors that you found? His name is Patrick Cairns.
We found Patrick Cairns.
Good job, Wiggins. Where is he?
He lives in a small furnished dump of a room, but he's always at the Sea Witch pub, where he does arm wrestles for money and drinks.
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
If I wish to speak to Cairns without alarming him, I had better dress as a sailor.
Ah, sailor time! Woo! Perfect.
Now I can approach Cairns and see if he recognizes the pouch.
I changed my hair. I did it! Woo! I'm a genius. Ooh, the pub's small. Is this him?
Hello there. Are you Cairns?
What do you want?
We've heard all about the gambling and arm wrestling here. You seem like the likely sort, and I'm up for it.
I start at 10 shillings.
Suits me.
Did I win? Okay. Oh my god, that took forever.
You were lucky. I wasn't focused. Let's go again.
Okay. Strong hands, strong... Cheap clothes, strong hands. Sailor tattoo. Yellow nails.
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
Do I do it again, or like, or is it just... There you go, I figured it out.
Well, good for you, I reckon. You're stronger than you look. Here's your 10 shillings.
Yeah.
I'd like to buy you a drink.
Good winner as well. That's good. Let's have a drink.
Wow.
You're a good type. Seems you've managed to settle down in life. You've got money, eh?
Not all that much.
Oh, well. At least you're not as poor as me.
No job?
Why do you say poor? You're not working?
I'm a harpooner. But you see, the whalers are rare. They don't pay much. So, as a result, I find myself arm wrestling to pay for my drink.
Harpooner?
A harpooner. Interesting. You've had a lot of adventures, I bet.
Of course. It's been a dozen years since I've sailed. I've seen everything. Old Wallace, damn Black Peter, Great Roger. We sailed to the Cape of Good Hope.
Black Peter.
Black Peter, you say? I've heard rumors about that one.
He was worse than all. He was a liar and violent too, swinging those fists of his around. He was a tyrant, and not much of a captain. At least, not as good as Great Roger.
Damn.
I see. Yes. I was told terrible tales about Black Peter.
But you ain't heard the worst.
Another drink?
Tell me, and let's have another drink.
It was in 1883 that it happened. The August of that year. Peter Carey was captain of the Sea Unicorn, and I was a spare harpooner. We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north. There was only one man on her, and he wasn't a sailor. The crew must have thought that she'd foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
Who was he?
And who was he?
I don't know. During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks. His baggage was just a tin box.
That's strange enough.
Aye. Even stranger was that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him. Of course, nobody could ask Black Peter about it.
You don't know?
You know what happened, don't you?
I do. I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark night. 2 days before we sighted the Shetland lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye. Those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this must stay between us. All right?
Of course. Back in a second. I'm off to the Ghazi.
I'll be here with my drink.
Former soldier. Okay. Oh.
I cannot leave yet. I am not finished here.
Okay, let's go. Can I go in the back room? No? Okay.
Here it is.
So his pouch would have been there.
Have you got any tobacco? We've run out of mine.
Nah, I lost my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, is this your tobacco pouch?
Well, oh, it is.
Oh, damn.
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition to Cape Cod. Captain Ahab's his name. He commanded the Pequod. He might need good harpooners. I'll tell him about you.
Maybe, if you like, aye.
I'm done here. It's time to leave.
I'm done here. I don't freaking know. I'll just go all red and see if I'm wrong. That'll work. Why are you telling me B? I don't know. Telling me something. Okay.
I'm not saying.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Okay. I don't know. You.
How was the investigation?
I don't freaking know. I assume I have to question her again. I don't know.
Leave me alone, please.
Shoot. Oh, do I like have them in the wrong order or something? Probably. Does like blue tell me I'm right or wrong or something? Probably. Yep. Is a cold-blooded murderer and has been found guilty of his murder of and must be punished. Killed Mary, but the murder was not premeditated. It was a self-defense against an armed and okay. Peter Harley was murdered. Can I save first, or is that not a thing in this game? Nope, nothing. Nope. killed by Peter Cray, but the murder was not committed. It was a self-defense. Yes. They gave me options. He doesn't seem like a bad guy. I could be like completely wrong. But he was so happy. He's like, I got my tobacco. Oh boy. Addiction.
Good afternoon. I must be at the wrong address. I'd like to speak with a ship's captain, a Captain Ahab. Is that you?
No, my name is Sherlock Holmes.
Detective fella. So, you wanted to see me?
That is correct. We need to talk.
About what?
About Black Peter, who was killed in his own hut with a harpoon.
You know, don't you?
Yes.
How?
The tobacco pouch. You recognized it.
Oh, the sailor. It was you. Unbelievable. Well, fine. I confess. But if you really do know everything, you should also know that I didn't want to kill him. He made me do it.
I know. Did you know about this story with the bond certificates? Did you need money?
Yeah, I just wanted him to cough up a little silver. I'm out of work, and I thought maybe he could help me. Well, he refused outright, and he insulted me. I reminded him I knew all about that murder he committed at sea in 1883. Then he got mad when I spoke about his treasure. I barely just had time to throw the harpoon at him before he could jump at me with his knife. You know the truth. What will you do now?
I ask that you return the bond certificates. Keep some of them. You will need them in your exile. It is better that you leave the country for a few years.
And you won't say anything to the police?
I will not say anything as long as you return the money.
Well, I'll do as you ask.
Ooh, I'm a hero.
What about Inspector Lestrade?
I will deal with him. Goodbye.
Did I do the right thing?
It's good that you asked me to come, Mr. Holmes. We do need to talk.
About what?
What do you mean? Our case, Mr. Holmes. You sent me a message via your little thug.
His name is Wiggins, Inspector.
Telling me that the case is solved. Well, Mr. Holmes, tell me, who is our murderer and where is he?
The morgue.
Eh?
His name is, or rather was, Pablo Coventrao. He was also on the ship with Peter Carey, and he was a harpooner. I'll tell you everything, Inspector, but do calm down. Mrs. Hudson will bring us tea and orange cake.
Orange cake?
Ooh.
You're spoiling me, Mr. Holmes. That's my favourite.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Inspector Lestrade told me that I should thank you for clearing my name. He also said that you were waiting for me here. I came as fast as I could. I cannot thank you enough. It is all because of you that this nightmare is finally over.
I believe that this belongs to you.
My father's securities. Incredible! But how did you get them?
It would take far too long to explain.
Tell me. This is extraordinary. You are a genius.
Then that may serve as an explanation. Goodbye, Mr. Nelligan, and good luck.
Goodbye, Mr. Holmes. And thank you. 1,000 times thank you.
Wow. Was murdered by a professional harpooner the only way. I was right. Woo! I'm a detective, baby! Well, he said he found him as a murderer, so I'm like, why would he, like, if he was in the same place as a murderer and he's a harpooner, He seemed like he was alright. He was out of a job, so like I guess I don't know. I was correct, so I am good, baby. Well, apparently I'm a majority. Woo, majority! Finally! I'm not weird. Oh. Dope. Continue.
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes.
Hmm.
As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover?
Ah, the
that he
Bee
keeps
movie.
bees?
Yes.
That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
Oh.
We are about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need help. Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further.
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
Can I change outfits? Perfect. I'm gonna say that is the end of the stream for right now. I don't know. I'll see you guys Tuesday, like the norm, I guess. Until then, love your faces and bye bye. Where's the button? Bye.